Okay, so what do we have today? Not all locksmith tools come in big packages, and they're not all flash, trendy, smart opening devices. Some of the tools that we use are just small and very convenient, and this particular tool is something I've been after for a very long time. This is the Souber Tools bolt marking out tool. So bolt marking out tool, what's that? Now this, they used to produce this many years ago, and obviously it got to a stage where they weren't being bought as much. They stopped making them, and by all accounts the machine that used to make this part was destroyed, or the die that made this part was destroyed, until they couldn't produce it anymore. And after some cries, Paul Souber had gone back to drawing board and got them remade, and I think this tool is a very relevant tool today. And so it comes with a set of instructions. So the bolt depth gauge is what it actually is, and on the instructions it shows you how to use the tool. So let's give you a brief overview. I think this is something that's handy not only for locksmiths but anyone that's actively installing deadlocks. So deadlocks, what's a deadlock? This is a deadlock. So it doesn't make any difference whether it's got these type of thumbs on it or whether it's got a key or a turn. That stuff doesn't make any difference. What we're interested is the bolt, and what happens is when you fit the lock in the door, the bolt, when you turn the key or whatever you turn, the bolt has to go into the frame. Let's just pretend this is the frame. So this bolt has to go in this frame. So you can imagine when you're installing this, you need to make sure that this is all aligned correctly so it enters the bolt enters the frame properly. Now, we can do this by various different means. I've known some people to put lipstick on the end and shut the door and throw the bolt, and the lipstick marks the other side. To me, that's messy. I've got to clean it off. It gets inside all the grooves. It's just not something I would ever want to do. So usually what I do is I will just sit there and mark out, which is time consuming. It takes time, but again, this is just the way it needs to be done. This little tool makes life a lot easier, and what it's basically doing, it's going to give you the position of the bolt on the frame. So what you'll do, please excuse this, a little crude I know, but when the door is closed, you will turn the bolt, and the bolt will obviously push up against the frame, and then you'll get your tool and you'll slide your tool in, and you'll slide the magnetic part into the frame. There on the tool is some cutouts, and there's some little buffers on here as well, and you'll literally put the tool on the frame, push it onto the bolt, and then when you open the door, this part here, you'll get your pencil and you can mark out the corner for this corner would represent this. Then obviously you can reverse it, put this on the other side, mark out where the lower part of the bolt is, like this, and you could also hook it on and create the other side of the bolt. So obviously we're just demoing here, and you once again flip this round, mark the opposite side, and then you're going to land up with this section here, and this marker is actually going to give you exactly where the bolt goes. From here, once you've got this, because remember when the doors close, the frame may not be perfectly flush. I mean, it should be if it was new build, but if it's an old door, things move. So we need to get this precisely right on this side of the bolt. Now, once we've got this mark here, from here we can either put the faceplate over, draw around the faceplate and cut everything out, or if it's got a box strike on it, we know that the center line of this will be the center line of the box, and the center line of this will be the center line of the horizontal of the box. So we can figure the measurements out much easier when we've got this little tool, and I'm so pleased to see it back in production. As far as I know, suppliers are now starting to receive them. It's an inexpensive tool, something to have in your bag, and I would highly recommend this to anybody fitting locks. Hope you like it.